G'day guys, Duckville here. We're going to have a look at a TVT here today. Most of you know I'm not a huge fan of TVT, but this particular matchup is going to be a bit of fun. It is featuring one of my favorite Terrans, Acupuncture, down here in the blue at the sort of 6 o'clock position on Lost Temple. His opponent today is going to be Sus. Sus, I'm not really sure too much if he's some famous person of note, but he definitely is a good player, as I've seen in a couple of other replays which I haven't cast, and also the fact that he's a 2080 points, something like that, 2080 points on the ladder in Korea for Terran, so he's definitely a high quality player. Most of you will say, Duckville, that is actually because he's a Terran player, but still, we'll give them that. But anyway, he's going to be, as we said here, down against Acupuncture. Now, Acupuncture, as you may have seen if you have watched the Man of One Way, aka Slayer's Boxer video, which I did have up here a little bit ago. Acupuncture here is known for his Ghost Viking play. He's very big on that style of play, which is one of the reasons why I am a big fan of his. I'm sick to death of Viking versus Tank in a lot of the TVT games. That has been cut down a bit given the patch with the nerf to tanks, but still, you do still see it a lot because, to be quite honest, it is a viable way to play TVT, but it's still a little bit boring in my eyes. Not as boring as SC1 TVT was sometimes, but still. We've got some scouting going on here with Acupuncture's SCV getting inside, checking out what is going on down here. He's going to see that there is almost the exact same build as Acupuncture himself has in his base, with the early gas there, which is obviously going to lead to either an early factory or perhaps ghost play. Given that this is Acupuncture and he's gotten the early gas, we're probably going to suspect that he's going to go for the ghosts. But what we'll see will obviously depend on how Sus goes from here. As I said, Acupuncture is very big on his ghosts, but how many he gets and what particular upgrades he gets will obviously depend on how Sus progresses. So we'll see what's happening. Sus doing a good job. He actually scouted across here to see what is, if there are any sorts of hidden buildings, of course. So he's just checking that out. Now that the Marine is out, this Marine is going to make sure that he gets the hell out of this base. But we will see what happens from there. We've got a factory coming down from Sus. He's got that one building right now. We also have nothing just as of yet from Acupuncture there. Whoa, he's got a command center. So we've got early command center here from Acupuncture. I would guess that he's going to get a bunker or something up pretty quickly so he can make sure he can defend. But that we do have some Marines out on the map at the moment. Sus is sticking with his production of Marines. He's got another one on the way. His factory is almost done as well. He's also, he's got another Marine is coming as well. So he's going to stick with the Marine defense just for now. He might even try a little bit of a poke in to see what he can do. Acupuncture coming across here using the SCV as cannon fodder, but that's not going to happen here. These Marines aren't going to have a bar of it. But we've got the command center halfway done here, just over halfway done. Second refinery going down for Acupuncture and another barracks as well. We also have down in here a Ghost Academy. So he does actually have the Ghost Academy done now. So he's probably going to pump one out just in a minute here out of this racks with the tech lab on it. But he's going to get that out shortly, I would assume. A bunker is here at the front. We've got a Hellion coming in here trying to put some hurt on this bunker. The bunker gets cancelled, as you would assume it does in that situation. He's going to poke in here and see what happens. We've got some SCVs coming across to provide a bit of a wall for these Marines, but these guys over here just they're not having it, so they're going home. But the Marines get all chewed up, burnt away by the Hellion and the Marines that were here. They're going to have a look around. He's done a tiny bit of scouting there, and the Ghost does pop out. We get a snipe on the Marines. The Ghost actually cleans up the Marines, given that they do 20 damage against light, and the Hellion is also going to get the hell out of there as well, because generally the Ghost is actually going to take care of Hellions as well in small numbers. But we have an armory on the way from Sus, so that'll be interesting as to how he progresses from here. Perhaps he's going to try do some sort of drop, perhaps, or just actually use some sort of a variation of the siege expand to make sure he can control his natural. We do have a medevac here. There's a drop. We've got two Hellions here coming down. They actually have some shots at the Marines here. The racks here. They take out the SCV that was building one of the racks, and now they're just going to go home. So I would guess that Sus doesn't actually know that the Ghost Academy is there. Yeah, as you can see here, he has not seen it just yet. He's doing his own drop here again. He's going to be sending in the Hellions to the back. The Marine is going to stay up the top here and just see if he can provide some distraction here. But the Hellions are coming across. The Hellions have 2 kills, but they're going to get taken out. The Ghosts come across. They're a bit like raptors from Jurassic Park, coming from both sides of the command center, taking out those Hellions. And the Hellion harass has now ended. Meanwhile, Sus has taken his natural, and of course Acupuncture down here has his already going, especially with the orbital command already on top. That Marine is just scouting in, sees what's happening down there. We've got the 4 racks now going from Acupuncture, so he's definitely going to have enough production facilities to handle his ghost addiction, which, you know, as I said, I'm a big fan of. We're going to see a poke in here from Acupuncture into Sus's base. We've got a medevac is there, and it actually picks up a Thor. So we do have a Thor on the way. You're not really sure what the ghosts are running away for. You'd like to see the ghosts actually try and take out that medevac. It obviously does have a lot of health, but still. The medevac hovering up here. The Marauders coming in. They're going to try and take out the bunker. Look at all these SCVs lining up. They're going to get smashed. There we go. Wow. All of the SCVs actually die there. A huge amount of losses there for Sus. He's actually lost. We got 6 kills on this guy and 6 kills on this guy. So that's 12 SCV kills for those guys there. And there was another one which died, which may have got some other hits as well. The Thor comes across for a bit of redemption. He's trying to take shots at the command center here. These 2 Marauders are going to run away a bit, but then they're going to come in with some of their pals and actually take shots at the Thor. The Thor is probably going to stand up here and get into a position where you can actually hit the command center. We normally do see this in Terran versus Zerg, not in Terran versus Terran, but we'll see how this goes. Sus giving this a bit of a shot. He is moving across. There it is, the sweet spot for the Thors, taking out one of the Marauders there. A Ghost coming across to snipe one of the Marines that was here. As I said, snipe is a bit of an underused skill in my eye. Given that it only costs 25 energy, this Thor whacking away at this command center here, and Sus is actually trying to get his own command center up and running. A second Thor is on the way as well, so we've got 2 Thors that are going to be sitting here taking care of the natural for Acupuncture. Acupuncture resorting to using his factory to scout the high ground there, but the ground units just cannot get close enough to the ledge to actually take care of the Thors. The factory moving out to try and counter that. Some nice micro there. There it is. We got some nice micro from Acupuncture here, taking out one of the Thors and actually taking care of a lot of these units that were here as well. He's stimming up. He used Snipe to take out some of the Marauders, and now he actually cleans up the rest of the Marauders there with his own. They stimmed up and took them all out. But let's see what's happening in the rest of the base here. We've got another Thor is out for Sus, and he's got just some more Marauders on the way here as well. We've got a huge force of Marauders here from Acupuncture. He's going to repair up this command center. I'm not really sure if this Thor harass on the command center was actually worth it, given that, as you can see here, the SCVs can simply repair it if it gets low, but we will see how that plays out. We actually have a big push coming in here from Acupuncture. This is actually really dangerous for Sus, as he only has this one Thor. He's got a bunch of SCVs as well. The SCVs come in to try and take care of what they can, but the SCVs just do not do anything. The one Thor there trying to do what it can, but now on the high ground here, trying to use the sweet spot on this side of the map. But that is, I would suspect it, folks, because these Marauders have just cleaned up everything. Bit of a stim, and they will take care of this orbital command as well. Just a great little push there from Acupuncture. He's just sensed that there was not much happening in Sus's base. Takes care of the Thors that were harassing him, and then just moves across with these Marauders. 1A Marauder across the map is, you know, useful skill to have at the moment, given how powerful Marauders are. We get the GG there from Sus. He's had enough of this. The Marauders have taken out what he loves, the natural there. But nice game there from Sus. We get from Acupuncture as well, I suppose. We got to see some ghost play there, which I am a big fan of, as you can tell from what I have said just recently, saying about 50 times that I love the ghost play and the snipe. So hopefully we get to see a bit more ghost play going on with some of the recent changes, given that you can't just use tanks just to easily just go bam on top of the ghost's head, but we will hopefully see some more of that. And just a bit of a, I would say the thing that sort of lets us down here was that harass, the Thor harass against Terran is generally not as useful as it is against Zerg, given that Zerg have no way to repair their buildings, they have to wait for them to heal, and it just seems to be that it was not really effective at all, given he only killed off a couple of marauders and then realistically did nothing to the command center at the natural. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular game. We have some awesome games coming up tonight on the GSL on GOM TV, so hope you guys will check that out. We'll see if the boxer effect comes into play here tonight. Hopefully the streams don't crash like they did last time. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you comment, leave some feedback if you want to see some different things, if you want to see some different matchups, if you want to see some different sorts of guides or anything like that which I have posted previously. Let me know and I'll do what I can for you. Thanks so much. Cheers.